Long ago, as the Israelites journeyed through the wilderness toward the Promised Land, fear spread among nearby nations. One king became terrified when he saw how powerful God's people had become. His name was Balak, king of Moab. Balak believed the only way to stop Israel was through a prophet named Balaam, a man known for speaking blessings and curses that seemed to come true. But Balaam was about to learn a lesson he would never forget through a donkey that could speak. This is the incredible Bible story of Balaam and the talking donkey. Section 1, King Balak's Fear. The Israelites had already defeated mighty enemies during their journey. News of their victory spread everywhere. When King Balak of Moab heard about them, fear filled his heart. He looked over the vast Israelite camp and said, "These people are too many for us. They will destroy everything around us." Balak knew he could not defeat Israel with soldiers alone. So he sent messengers carrying silver and gold to Balaam, a prophet who lived far away near the Euphrates River. The messengers arrived at Balaam's house and delivered Balak's message. "Come and curse the people of Israel for me. Then perhaps we can defeat them." Balaam listened carefully. The reward sounded tempting, but Balaam said, "Stay here tonight and I will ask the Lord what I should do." That night God spoke clearly to Balaam, "Do not go with them. You must not curse Israel because they are blessed." The next morning Balaam told Balak's messengers, "The Lord refuses to let me go with you." The messengers returned to Moab with the bad news, but King Balak refused to give up. Section 2, Balaam's greed grows. King Balak sent even more important princes the second time. They carried greater rewards and promises of honor. They told Balaam, "The king will give you anything you ask. Please come curse Israel." Balaam answered carefully, "Even if Balak gave me his palace filled with silver and gold, I could not go beyond the word of the Lord." Those words sounded holy, but deep inside, Balaam still desired the reward. Instead of ending the matter there, Balaam asked the men to stay another night while he asked God again. That night God allowed Balaam to go, but only if he obeyed God's instructions exactly. The next morning Balaam saddled his donkey and began the journey toward Moab. But the Bible says something shocking. God's anger was kindled because Balaam went. Why? Because God could see Balaam's heart. Balaam was more interested in wealth and honor than obedience. And along the road, God prepared an unforgettable warning. Section 3, The Angel in the Road. As Balaam traveled with his servants, the angel of the Lord stood in the road holding a drawn sword. But Balaam could not see the angel. The donkey could. Suddenly, the donkey turned off the road into a field. Balaam became angry and beat the donkey to force it back onto the path. Further ahead, the angel stood between two vineyard walls. Terrified, the donkey pressed against the wall to avoid the angel and crushed Balaam's foot. Again, Balaam beat the donkey in anger. Then the angel moved to a very narrow place where there was nowhere to turn. The donkey fell down beneath Balaam. Now Balaam exploded with rage. He struck the donkey again and again. Then something miraculous happened. God opened the donkey's mouth, and the donkey spoke. "What have I done to you that you have beaten me these 3 times?" Balaam was so angry that he answered the donkey as if this were normal. "You made me look foolish. If I had a sword, I would kill you." Then the donkey replied, "Am I not your donkey that has always served you faithfully? Have I ever treated you this way before?" Balaam answered quietly, "No." At that moment God opened Balaam's eyes. And Balaam finally saw the angel of the Lord standing before him with a drawn sword. Immediately Balaam fell face down in terror. Section 4, God's warning to Balaam. The angel of the Lord spoke with authority. "Why have you beaten your donkey these 3 times? I came here to oppose you because your path is reckless before me." The angel explained that the donkey had actually saved Balaam's life. If the donkey had not stopped, the angel would have struck Balaam down. Suddenly, Balaam understood how blind he had been. Not physically blind, spiritually blind. Balaam confessed, "I have sinned. I did not realize you were standing in the road against me." The angel instructed Balaam, "Go with the men, but speak only the words I tell you." So Balaam continued toward Moab, now filled with fear and caution. When Balaam finally met King Balak, the king eagerly prepared sacrifices and took Balaam to view the camp of Israel. Balak expected curses, but God had other plans. Section 5. Blessings instead of curses. King Balak brought Balaam to a high mountain overlooking Israel. He waited eagerly for Balaam to curse them. But when Balaam opened his mouth, blessings came out instead. "How can I curse those whom God has not cursed?" Balak was furious. So he took Balaam to another location and tried again. But again Balaam blessed Israel. A third time Balak tried, and once again God filled Balaam's mouth with blessing instead of curses. Then Balaam delivered a powerful prophecy about Israel's future greatness. King Balak burned with anger. But Balaam declared, "I can only speak what the Lord puts in my mouth." No king, no reward, no amount of money could change God's plan for his people, and Balaam learned that obedience to God matters more than riches or honor. Lessons. The story of Balaam and the talking donkey teaches powerful lessons that still matter today. God sees our hearts, even when others cannot. Greed can blind us spiritually. Sometimes God warns us before we make dangerous choices. And amazingly, God can use anyone or anything to get our attention, even a donkey. Most importantly, no one can stop God's plans or curse those whom God has blessed. When we obey God fully, we walk in safety and peace. But when we chase selfish desires, we may miss the warning standing right in front of us. So always listen carefully for God's voice, because His guidance can save your life.